So this is the final section, section number 7, the style law of inertia. So I divided this up into 5 points, and most likely you are at one of these 5 points. You may find that you feel like you're in between one or you're a combination. Just go ahead and choose one. I'm going to ask you to enter that information down here at the bottom of the page. But let's talk about each of the 5 points so I can be a little bit more clear. 1, you're the beginner, and that's point number 1. So this is where you're just starting off, and maybe you're 15 years old, you're 18 years old, you're 22 years old. You're at a point when you're just starting to realize style matters. However, you may be a 35-year-old man who just recently got divorced, and you're starting to realize, wow, I haven't cared about style or thought about this for 2 decades. And now I'm really starting over, and I'm starting from the basics. If this is where you are, understand that what you're going to be going through is a transformation. And like any transformation, you're going to have to put in time, you're going to have to put in effort, you're going to have to apply yourself and realize you're going to be pushing up. But if you've ever done anything amazing in your life, I know when I went through Marine Corps training, it was an amazing experience. Basically, they handed us an Eagle, Globe, and Anchor, the EGA. And when I remember getting that, I still to this day remember getting that. That's what you have to look forward to. When you put in the time, you put in the effort, and you start getting compliments, and people start saying, wow, you look really good, or I love the way you dress. Can you mentor my son? Can you talk to my brother? Can you talk to my husband? All of a sudden, you're like, wow, this is real. This is happening. So you have that to look forward to, but realize that you've got, a long way to go. However, the good thing is that you found me, and I'm going to do my best to make sure that you don't develop bad habits, that you get there as quickly as possible with as little effort as possible. Okay? Point number 2 is you've already started the journey. Perhaps you've been on the style, you've been going to Style Forum, Ask Andy for the last 5 years. You've been trying to add things to your wardrobe. You realize that dressing well matters. However, you're a bit frustrated because you feel like you've put in some effort, but you haven't been seeing much return on your effort. You've been on the journey, but you're still not over the hump. You can't even see the light. You're like, gosh, Antonio, I want to believe in this stuff. I know that it matters, but for some reason, it's not working for me. You, of all the people, are the one I'm most concerned about. And make sure to point that out down there, because I've got a special set of emails that I want to send you, special bits of information I want to get in your hands so that you understand that there's probably just certain things that are holding you back. And it's going to be important that we get past that so that you can get over the hump. And that takes us to person number 3. So if you fit in category number 3, you are close. You can taste it. You can see it. You can see you're about, when you're on a roller coaster and you're going over and you can feel, you're waiting for the back end of the roller coaster to go over. This is where you're at. You're so close. But there's something you're a little bit nervous about it, and you're ready to go over, but there's something holding you back. And if you're at this point, you're really close to entering point number 4. And point number 4 is you're starting to see gains. It's like you're starting to gain momentum. You're starting to move. And I'm going to use the roller coaster example again. You've got the wind flowing through your hair. You're starting to feel, it's taking off. And now you're wondering, okay, things are moving. I'm going in the right direction. But I still need some help. I still need some motivation. And I'm finding that I'm going to a lot of these blogs. The stuff is too basic for me. I'm going here and I'm not really learning anything new. So I feel like I'm kind of wasting my time. Make sure to let me know down below if you're in this section, because we'll make sure to get you a little bit more advanced material. And that finally takes us to section number 5. You are a style expert. In fact, you're probably going through this and you're wondering, Antonio, I'm waiting for you to teach me something new. I've got something for you. You need to make a transition. You shouldn't be just passively absorbing information. You should be a teacher. You should be put in that position, or you should put yourself in the position, because you have that responsibility, in my opinion, to be passing on your knowledge. Why? Twofold. When you pass on your knowledge, guess what? You really need to know it, and you become better understanding it. And teachers know this. Anyone that has ever taught realizes that when you have to teach a subject, it's very different than learning it or understanding it. When you have to teach it, you have to know it through and through. And that's what I'm going to challenge you with as we continue to move through the personal image formula. So we're through with this section. Hopefully you enjoyed it. As you can see, we went into a lot of detail, but we've got a lot more to go into. So again, finish the section down below. I've got some questions for you. It's important that you answer those and you move on. once you move on to the next section, you're going to find that we've got much more information. There's going to be less theory, more applicable actions. We're going to also talk about the 21 essential items. And if you knock through this, I've got some bonuses for you. Yeah, it's going to be fun. See you guys in the next section. Take care.